Hey, you all, I want to jump on to give you this word because it correlates with the word that I gave earlier on the pop-up live, that the enemies that you see today, you will never see again. And you all, I want you to understand, last night in the midnight hour, the Lord gave me this verse, Exodus 14:14. Sometimes there's so much of an overflow in me that I don't get to share everything with you all, but I want to share all that God has placed inside of me because I can't keep it. It's for you, his people, as well. We have to be in the practice of sharing what the Lord has placed in our spirit, because we are the body of Christ. One hears, one sees, one is the hands and feet of God. And so I just want to come back and give you this word because I almost leapt up out of my seat when the Lord brought that verse back to me, because it's so important in this season. I say this often: you don't have to vindicate yourself, child of God. There are people that have lots of thoughts and lots of opinions, and God bless them. They can think and they can have them. That is between them and God, okay? You have to learn to keep your peace. Don't let people upset you and disrupt you and get in your spirit. You have to guard your heart with all due diligence. The Bible tells us that we have to be in the practice of guarding our heart, because people come with all types of wicked agendas, some knowingly, and believe it or not, some unknowingly. But I want to tell you this verse, Exodus 14, because he reminds us that we have to keep our peace, because God is going to fight for you, child of God. You have been trying to fight for yourself all your life, but you have to learn that when you're with God, you depend on him for your righteousness. You depend on him to justify you. You depend on him to vindicate you. His ways, the kingdom way, is not the way we've been taught in the world. I know you've been taught that you have got to defend yourself, child of God. You've been doing it all your life, but I want you to rest in his name, rest in his word, depend on him. He is your strong tower, and that is true faith. When you believe that God is going to cover me and I don't have to pick up my sword, that God has got me. I want you to operate in this level of faith as we're going into this new season, because when you do, you're operating in such a great level of faith, and also you're guarding your heart, you're keeping your peace, because you know that God is the one that will come and fight for you. So like I said, I left in my spirit. We're going to start at verse 13. Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." Now, I want to tell you, this is Exodus 14, verse 14, right? I'm starting at 13, but we're going to get to 14, verse 14, because today is April the 4th, 24th, 2024. That is not a mistake. Exodus 14:14. Okay. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. Child of God, be still, for it is done. It is completed. God is delivering us. He is the superhero in our story. We've been talking about it all month, and now it's all making sense. Everything, all the dots are connecting, and it just brings me so much joy. And I hope that it gives you encouragement and it gives you peace. When I see God confirming his word like that, it just does something for my spirit. It really just solidifies and it builds my faith even more in him. The enemies that you see today, you're never going to see them again. You say goodbye to the old things, because we're walking into the new, and God is going to be the one that brings you the victory, and he is going to be the one that fights for you. You just be still and keep your peace.